Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of AM in the PM with Amanda and Mark. Hi, Amanda. How you doing tonight?
Good.
Good.
Mark forgot how to introduce us,
Yes,
so
it's a little bit of a brain fart.
that's how.
Then I just flip a switch, and it just comes back sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Happy Thanksgiving.
happy
Gobble
Thanksgiving.
gobble.
Gobble gobble. This might be coming out on Thanksgiving, maybe, or around
It's
Thanksgiving at
supposed
least.
to come out on
Yeah.
Thanksgiving.
So,
Um, I, I definitely remember talking about Thanksgiving last year.
yeah, we did holiday specials
Yeah.
last year, and that was
Yeah.
Thanksgiving. Didn't really do that as much, I guess, this year. I don't actually know when we stopped that, but maybe it was the holiday seasons. But some holidays are bigger and better than others, right?
Yeah.
I don't think Easter is that big of a thing. Maybe just eat some food or something. But Thanksgiving, Christmas, they have a little bit more to them. And specifically here coming up, Thanksgiving, we don't want to talk about. We could talk about anything, but I think there are some interesting things that were right on the cusp of dealing with regarding like family gatherings and holidays and such. I think that would be interesting to chat about.
Yeah, well, this year, I mean, we're gonna do like what we have done in years past. Like, Mark is gonna go to his grandma's and then come, like to my family after. But that's because we don't, like, we're not living together in the house yet. So, like, Mark is still gonna be at his house, which is like near his grandma's, and staying at my parents' house still, so I'll be there. So, um, and his family doesn't, always wants him to come or whatever. And so, I think it's normally like Thanksgiving. I tell him, like, you can just come when you're done eating and hang out or whatever. But, obviously, once we're living together as a unit, like, we're not gonna go separately. So,
Yeah. Um,
and we don't, it's not like we do holidays separately. Like, normally, if anything, it's like Mark eats with his family and then comes after. But,
yeah, it's just a interesting change in the way that you operate on those types of occasions when you're now living together or soon to be living together. And I don't know. I mean, maybe probably every family's different, but I know certain people that just go to one place. I know other people that try to hit like multiple houses in a day, like on Christmas and stuff like that. We chatted about it off air day or two ago, Amanda and I. I think Amanda said it was stressful at first, like that was the word that she used, and I'll let her talk more about that. But I wouldn't say it's necessarily stressful. It's just like there's just a lot of stuff going on. Like it's like I always feel almost guilty that you're leaving one place to go to another. But at the same time, if you have multiple people to go to, then it's like, well, as long as you're kind of upfront about it, I guess at least. I don't know. It's just a weird situation. I don't know. I'd be interested to see what other people do on holidays. You got to be grateful that you have more than one place to go. I'm sure some people, have one or not even any place to go. So that kind of sucks. But
um,
what are your thoughts on having to go multiple places or
I mean, I don't necessarily really like the idea of going to multiple places, but I mean, I don't know.
how many big? Yeah, well, you were saying it the other day. Um, I think you listed four: Easter, Thanksgiving, Christmas Eve, and Christmas Day, right?
I feel like on Easter you don't really go to multiple places on
Oh,
Easter.
certainly, yeah.
Um, like,
But it's at least in our. I don't know if everybody does that, but just that's kind of seems like a gathering day, right? Like it's one of those days where you have a meal with family.
um, well, Christmas has always been like growing up, like my grandma and my mom would do Christmas, and now like my mom does Christmas. So, um, like we spend Christmas with like my family, or like I have. So like we'll continue spending Christmas at, you know, my parents' house. But Mark's, I don't know what does your family like do on actual Christmas?
I think in the past it was we would open presents at our house, with just like my mom, dad, sister, me,
Yeah.
maybe my grandma or whatever, and then we would go to somebody's house, aunt's house or
Mm.
grandma's house or somewhere, to have meal, and we would open the other, the inter family presents on Christmas Eve and have a meal then. So I kind of like that 2 day thing there. Generally, I think that's kind of cool to operate on Christmas in that manner. But I don't know. Things are always going to continue to change, right? Because like, so for us, if we wake up on Christmas morning and we live here, then maybe we have presents for each other. But then once you have kids, obviously, like that's your main
Mhm.
priority. So, in little kids, Christmas morning, that's the time. So, when you get to that point, what do you do? That's down the line. We don't necessarily go into that, but
What do you mean? What do you do?
I'm not saying what do you do. I'm saying like that's the morning, like Christmas morning activity, and
What
then
the Christmas morning activity is always wake up and then you go open presents under the tree. Kids are not.
yeah, I mean that is true.
It's
Yes, I guess I was just talking about like
my m-
when you get presents from other people, but
it's
that's always reserved for your house family, obviously.
yeah.
Yeah, because apparently it's all about presents. I guess I don't know.
My mom like I like literally am about to move out and my mom like still like has done it big. Like I feel um like all these years, the
Yeah, what
whole
do you do in
time
that?
I've
What do
lived
you
with
do in
her.
that case though? It's like, what do you? Because I've never had to deal with this. Neither of us have had to deal with it, but we haven't even like seen other people. Because like you're an only child, and I am like the oldest in my family. So, what do you do in this case? Where like, okay, let's say that we move out, like officially, and we're here by Christmas. It'll be close, like to live here every day. But let's just say, like, we're living here fully on a Christmas morning, like this coming
We
Christmas.
better be.
Yeah, well, that's a different discussion.
No. No.
Let's assume, okay, let's just assume that we
No.
are. Then, do you, like your mom, like they're gonna miss you on Christmas morning. So, like, what do we have to do then? Do we open the
No.
presents here and then go over there? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like a little weird. Even for the next couple years, though, it's gonna be weird.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, 'cause I mean,
my family's gonna miss me too. So it's like, what do you do in that case?
I feel like they don't get each other a whole lot. It's like I feel like my mom always gets to me a lot, as if I'm like the little kid, like on Christmas. And Joe too. It's usually Mo's mom. Yeah, we all open the presents. I'm excited
For what specifically?
for us to have
Well,
Christmas
yeah,
morning together.
yeah, I'm just saying though, like
Yeah.
again, like
Well,
that is
she's
that is a
obviously
niche, small like
she's
little corner
obviously
case type thing
not
that's
gonna
interesting.
buy me as much. I mean, you would think, 'cause I feel like it was also like open under the tree gift thing. My stocking.
You're stalking.
Yeah, she fills up my stocking.
It's-
It's definitely. I think it's definitely gonna be a little sad,
yeah.
but like also happy. Are you gonna fill up my stocking? You wouldn't even know the fact.
You should probably pray to Santa.
Can make me
Write a note.
We should get matching stockings. I would and like matching PJs. I'm not doing anything crazy because, like I said, we don't even know if we're gonna be fucking. I would hope that we're gonna be. I think we'll be in here by Christmas.
Whatever you say.
even if the house, it's gonna. I mean, we've made a lot of progress.
Yes. Yeah.
You're
Moving as fast as we can.
you're the one who said Thanksgiving, and now you're like, really? Just well, I feel like we probably shouldn't put a date on it.
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
I'm gonna be living here before Christmas because, speaking of Christmas, we have family coming who are going to stay with my parents. So I gotta skedaddle out of there. And like we have a bed here regardless of anything else. But I'm just excited for like the bedroom to look put together, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like our nice little space. Anyways, that's off topic. So yeah, so basically, I used to do Christmas Eve with my little cousin back when she was younger. She's 12 now, so I don't even know if she would like sing in the church or whatever, maybe. But she would do the Christmas Eve play, and then I would go back and open presents with, like my aunt and uncle and my little cousin. But, like a few years, when I started dating Mark, like, I don't know if it was like maybe like our second year in or something, I started going to Christmas Eve with his family. And I like it because they do a big thing on Christmas Eve, and my family does Christmas Day. So I yeah, um, I think I have been to Thanksgiving at your grandma's house before, like one time, and I know I've been there for Easter.
Mm.
My mom usually just has everything because she just does.
Yeah.
I think like when Nikki lived here, we did Easter at her house a few times. When I was like younger, like I would go to, I think when I was like a kid, I would do Thanksgiving. I think I would do like Thanksgiving, Easter, and Christmas Eve at like was like that my dad's side of the family when I was like real younger.
Hmm.
My mom was always Christmas Day. But that was when I was like real younger. And then yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, we'll have to figure it out. I mean,
I'm not opposed to. I'm not opposed to like switching it up over the years. Like it doesn't have to be like the same thing every year. But like we don't have a lot of people coming over for Thanksgiving. So it's like only gonna be like my Aunt Donnie and then like my aunt and uncle and like that's it.
yeah.
So there's not a lot of people, but I'm excited.
Yep. I mean, it's going to be fun. Going to be good. Excited to be on our own here pretty soon. Still working. Almost done painting at this point. Kind of.
Are we gonna know?
50%.
We gotta paint the whole living room, the kitchen.
Not me. You can paint it.
My parents said they'll paint the kitchen. They said we'll have the kitchen all done this weekend. I'm like, I'm worried about the living room. They're like, we'll have the kitchen all done. We'll paint it. He doesn't even have to paint it.
Mm.
The whole living room, the kitchen, the bathroom. That's it.
I think slight related yet unrelated. I think that we have to, if we have on our long-term list to renovate the kitchen and the bathroom, then we need to renovate the bathroom first. Because I was thinking about the floor.
What do you mean renovate it? Like, what do you want to do to it?
New vanity. The shit that you normally do when you renovate a bathroom.
New vanity.
New cabinet thing. Sink thing. It's not really, I haven't really decided, like, or just, thought about what I want in there. What I'm saying is, with the way the floor is, we'd have to take out, like, a little bit of the floor in order to get into the bathroom, if I'm understanding how everything, like we'd have to probably, like if we lay the floor and we don't go into the bathroom right now, we don't go into the kitchen, then when we stop it there, let's say then we wanted to renovate the bathroom, we're going to have to like take up like a couple pieces and put a new piece in there so it can continue into the bathroom. If you're picking up what I'm putting down. But and then I don't know, it doesn't really matter, but we're almost there. You know, we're chugging along.
Yeah. Do you hear the noise? That's normal.
It's very annoying. There's a lot of
I would,
noises
like,
in the house.
hear
I don't think they can. I probably can't hear it
hear
because
it.
these microphones are pretty good. But yeah, the
Just like banging.
water heat
walls.
makes a lot of noise. I don't know. I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's water or if it's just like heat from like metal expanding and moving.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's coming along. Everyone keeps asking me, how's the house? I'm like, it's coming along.
I don't want to say this, but I'm going to say it. Doing all the stuff in the house has made me hyper like aware of all the things that I do and don't want in our next house. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited to live here too with you. Obviously. Excited for it to be done. We got a lot of cool shit. You got to watch the vlogs. A lot of cool shit that's going to be integrated and done in here. But next place too, just from like learning, you know, experience and everything like that. Going to be dope.
Yeah.
So, but one big problem we're going to have is our gas bill is going to be outrageous because Amanda thinks 64 is too cold. She walks in
Well,
here
I need
from like 30 degrees outside. She walks in here at 64. She's like, it's freezing in here. I don't even know how you could possibly make a statement like that.
I need a big hoodie and like some big PJs and a blankie and I'll be fine.
I mean, we don't have to keep it at 64, but I'm just doing that because we're not here right now.
I feel like it's always hot in here and it's always cold in here.
Yeah.
But my room at my parents' house is like the same. It's so weird how it's like the same as like my bedroom was here. Like my bedroom is freezing. It's like the most cold room in the whole house. Like my mom comes in, she's like, "It's so cold in here," but it's not as cold in the other rooms. It's weird. Yeah, I just lay under the blankies. But believe it or not, before the 30-degree weather hit, I was like sleeping with the fan on.
Weird.
The AC there is just so cold and the heat is so hot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm not used to it working properly.
Yeah, well, hopefully we can fix it up here a little bit.
But also Mark's parents' house, I think one time it was on like 77 and I was melting. Wake up in the middle of the night.
I think it was around 77.
76. It was
72.
No, it was 76. It like
maybe it wasn't on.
It wasn't on 76, but like felt like 76 or whatever. Doesn't it have?
I don't know.
And I was melting.
Yeah, I like a 72.
And I'm like,
But
no
the
wonder
problem
his
is-
sister's wearing shorts. Like, it's hot.
I
in
like a
there.
72, but the problem is that unless you have a really good set, like unless you have your house what's called zoned, where like different areas of the house can be colder or hotter. You know how I'll give you a quick lesson on HVAC. The only place in the house that is ever the accurate temperature is the place where the thing that you set the temperature is, the thermostat. Because unless you have a system that can kind of like divide the house into sections and heat and cool them appropriately, and you have like little temperature sensors in those other places, it's not going to be the same. It's just kind of like a calculation. So the point me making that is like my room at my house, my parents' house, is hot, especially when I'm fucking using the computer. It's making a lot of heat in there. So it's like extra hot because like the house is being warmed up and then I'm also heating my room up, and the HVAC system doesn't realize that I'm doing that. Does that make sense? So I have that problem a lot. So it's just things can be solved with more money, you know. More money and time generally is how you solve those problems. But yeah, so well, we're moving, we're grooving. Got holidays coming up here. Try to keep putting out the content. Gonna be nice when we're down here. We're gonna fix the studio up at some point here. We're gonna just be able to come down here.
The carpet in here is the same carpet like from when we bought the house.
Yeah, we're gonna do something about that. Some new chairs, some lights. Be dope.
Yeah.
One little thing at a time, but upstairs is more important right now. So, but yeah, so we got nice holiday season coming up. We'll say it again, I'm sure, but happy Thanksgiving. Hope you guys have a great holiday. And yeah. So check out the vlogs, links in the description. It's my YouTube channel. If you want to buy some merch, amandthepmpodcast.com/shop. If you want to ask us a question, there's a link down there to do so as well. A lot more good stuff coming. Thank you guys for supporting us. We greatly appreciate it. It's been another episode of AM and the PM with Amanda and Mark. Thank you guys, as always, for tuning in, and we'll talk to you in the next one.